Well, I started my career in 2004 working for Jet and Ebony magazine. And just to be part of that was, for 4 years was just a great honor. But it wasn't fulfilling for me. It was one of those things where it was a stepping stone. It was the beginning of the path I'm on now. So after being in the design industry for probably 14, 15 years at the time, I just got tired of the hustling for other people, working on someone else's dream and not my own. And I've had a few friends who started shirt businesses and they would announce on Facebook that they're doing this or doing that. So I just thought to myself, why can't I do this myself? So in November 2017, I launched rockablock.com out of the basement of my house. And it was scary. I took out a personal loan and I told my wife that this was gonna have to pay for itself. And so I started cranking out designs, and slowly but surely word started to spread. As I put my shirts in a couple stores in Chicago, and I had no idea how they would do. But when I went back a month or two later to check on the inventory, I come to find out that everything had sold out, and they actually wanted more shirts in stock. And that was that just let me know that I was on the right path, that I was doing something that people actually wanted. As soon as I'd spent all this extra money, got all this other equipment, learned how to do screen printing, the world shut down. And I was just at a loss. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to sell shirts if everything was canceled. And then out of nowhere, I started getting all these online orders without any prompting or any advertising, just orders from all over the place. People want to support small Black-owned businesses. And then I got a phone call from a producer at 87 Chicago. And they said they wanted to interview me on air about my business. And when I did the interview, just seconds after I got the air, my phone blew up with orders coming in. And it was just a natural progression of how things started happening. It took on a life of its own. And then people started asking, where's my store? Can they come see it? And at the time, I was still in my basement of my home. And that's when I just took a leap of faith and decided that if I wanted Rockablock to grow, that I needed to open up a store, have a place to work. And as of March 13th, 2021, the Rockablock shop has been in business. We're in a phase now, or a time where people want to express themselves. We want to stand out. We want people to notice when we walk into a room. And when people buy my shirts, they're not just buying, a piece of art. They're buying part of me, part of what I put into it. It might have a completely different message than I intended. And so I just try to use that to connect with people. And I think the message somehow transforms the t-shirt into something more. I cover a lot of subjects when it comes to my designs, and I'm always trying to grow and evolve. One thing I started out doing was just things I wanted to wear, things that I related to. So it could be anything from an inside joke that I had with a friend that I thought would be pretty funny to go on a shirt, or just a personal experience. So things like that where people can relate to it. I try to find nuances in certain things that might be a more broader subject. Just artwork that I think could resonate with people. The aesthetics for the store has always been a key component for me. I wanted to make this a place that I've always wanted to work. It's pretty simple. It's not an extravagant setup, but I wanted it to be classy. I wanted it to be fun. I wanted to have a sense of style and design that reflected the shirts. And it was important for me to have a space where people could come in and feel welcomed, feel lighthearted, and most of all, be inspired. I think of myself as an artist first and a businessman second. Of course, I want to make money with Rockablock, but I also want to make a difference. I want to connect with people, and I feel like this shop has a chance to do that. What I'm hoping is that this shop can be a beacon for creativity in the area, where people can come in and just sit down and just talk if they want to, or hang out. I will be hosting events here. We have a comedy show coming up soon. And it's just something new. I'm just trying whatever works. So one day it could be a comedy show. The next day it could be a small concert. It could be a workshop teaching people how to screen print, or just talk design, or about enhancing their brand. Because I really want people to, especially small business owners, to think outside the box, to think competitively, to elevate their brand, and to not just look like they've done it out of their house or done it out of their basement like I did, but to actually be able to compete with stores like Target, Walmart, Macy's. There's plenty of competition around here. But I feel that if I stay true to myself and true to the stories that I want to portray, I can continue to stand out. And I believe that there's room at the table for everyone.